Today we are speaking with Jaraan Onai, who channels Clarion, the Angel Collective. And this is all about manifesting your authentic reality. And we are going to experience a meditation. This is really a channeled message, a channeled meditation from Clarion. First, we're going to meet Jaraan. Hi, Jaraan. Thank you for being here. Welcome.
Hey, Lorianne, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
You have done some shows on quantum conversations with Somra, and the two of you work together channeling the ET Ascended Masters. And those are beautiful shows in our archive. But we're here to meet you personally right here, right now, and learn a little bit more about Jaraan. How did you bring through this channeling ability? How did that unfold for you?
Well, it's actually a really meaningful story to me, anyway. Back when I first started waking up, I had a spiritual mentor, and there were some things that she just wouldn't talk about, wouldn't go there. One of those was like guides and angels and stuff like that. And I was having some really unusual experiences, like feeling, like energies bump up against me and stuff like that. And I had one metaphysical friend. And he said, "Oh, that's probably your guides." And I was like, "Wow, what are guides? What are angels? All that kind of stuff." And she one day said, just laughingly said, "Well, why don't you talk to them?" And I thought, well, that's not a bad idea. I think I will. And then I bought the book Opening the Channel, read it, followed the directions, and that's where it started. And when I first started, I thought I would only be channeling for myself to get information that I couldn't get anywhere else. But it wasn't that long. I guess I finally got attuned enough to their energy. And one day I was reading a book out loud, and my voice went through four distinct changes, different from my own voice. And I go, "Wow, okay, somebody's checking in here." And so I just asked them, like, "What's up?" And the short version of that message is, so it's about time to do what you came here to do. We'll get back in touch. And 3 months later, I moved out of state. Up to that point, I'd never channeled for anybody but myself. After I moved, it seemed like people just started showing up out of the woodwork, and started doing personal sessions and doing groups, and it just kind of carried on from there.
Wow. So it's really amazing that you opened a channel. That's a beautiful book. And many people find that very helpful on their journey. So I find it fascinating that you could sense the energy beings bumping up against you, as you said. What was that like? How did you discern what that was? Some may have those experiences, but not even understand what's happening. You had support from friends and other spiritual teachers in your life, but how did you sit with that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And actually, at first, it was a little scary for me because I'd been raised in a really staunch religious household, and so everything other dimensional was considered evil and stuff. And so when I started feeling these balls of energy and whatnot walk up against me, it was a little freaky. Um, but it struck up a curiosity in me, and I'm really glad for my metaphysical friend who told me, "That's probably your guides," because he made it easier to handle, easier to even think about it, because all I knew about was like ghosts, and I was totally afraid of ghosts back then. But it was through doing a lot of reading and talking to people who knew more than I did that made it a whole lot easier to accept this possibility, because I'd been waking up and I've been becoming more aware. And, I just considered it like a next step in the process of, expanding my awareness. And yeah, there were some challenging times with it, but there was also, yeah, like you said, the support, the encouragement, and the guidance that made it easier to navigate for sure. And I was definitely grateful for that.
Yes, and so you bring in the Angel Collective. Clarion is one of many that you bring through. Tell us about Clarion, the Angel Collective.
Oh, they are such an amazing collective of beings. I don't know. When I first started channeling them, it was like hearing crystal chimes every time they would come in. Just this beautiful, radiant presence, and so loving, and so compassionate, and so uplifting. It's interesting because channeling both angels and the ET masters, uh, they're all very high energy presence, very radiant, but there's a distinct difference. It's really obviously different to me as the channel to feel their presence, and I just love the way they are able to communicate. It's like seeing right through our stuff to our hearts, and being able to reach in and activate that higher knowing. It's like tickling our soul and helping us to wake up and remind us of who we really are. And I think they do a fantastic job of that. But their presence alone, it's like just to sit in their presence is a pretty amazing experience, a very uplifting experience. And I was asking them just recently. It's like I never did ask. It's like, how many of you are there? And they said, well, it varies, but generally there's between 7 and 21 angels from various. They like are assigned from the different archangels, and so they just are all together to help facilitate humanity's awakening, and but to do it on a very personal level. It's like as individuals awaken, the world awakens, and that's kind of the direction they're coming from.
When did they come to you? What year about?
Oh gosh, I'm not really sure. It had to have been back in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Wow,
Uh,
it's been a
yeah,
while. At
yeah,
the turn of the century then. Wow.
yeah. It's like, I was back then, I started small, there's like one or two guides that I channeled on a pretty regular basis, masters. But then I kept seeing the need for other things, and people kept asking for other things too. It's like, what about the angels? It's like, oh, I don't know. Let's see. And sure enough, they showed up, and wow, what a treat it's been to channel them every time. They For a while we were doing groups that I absolutely love, because what they would do is bring in a message, specific to that group, lead some kind of meditation very similar to the one we're going to see here in a minute, and then they would follow that up with a brief Q&A. And so it turned out to be really a powerful experience for everybody who attended, and I really loved their way of doing that. It was really awesome.
Wow. Well, that's really remarkable that they've been with you now for over 20 years, nearly 25 years then. Wow. Amazing. And
Yeah,
the message is it's an angelic message. I love how you shared that they are assigned from the archangels. And so they're here to empower us to open our hearts, open our minds, heal the heart. And we're going to go into that meditation in a little bit. And I wanted to ask, for those who are going to resonate with this, can they then work with these angels, this angel collective on their own? How would they do such a thing?
yeah, absolutely. So, Clarion always leaves open that invitation. They encourage people to tap into their own personal angels, but they also share that they're available to support people energetically. And it's really just a matter of asking, and if they want more direct experience, of course, I'm happy, absolutely happy to channel the angels in individual sessions, but their presence is available to anybody who calls on them for support. And it really doesn't matter. In a recent conversation with Clarion, I was asking, it's like, just so what all bases do you cover, basically? And they were saying, there's really an angel for every need. And so it really doesn't matter what the need is. If you have a need, there's an angel to support you in, you know, taking care of that need, whatever it happens to be. And so, they of course are really focused on that, connecting with our true selves, our authentic soul presence, and being able to express that more fully and more freely. And that includes, like you said, the heart, expressing our love, expressing our wisdom or gaining wisdom through the adventures of this polarity-based world. And, they're really keen on guiding us through that process and helping us to see what we need to see in order to become more empowered and more expressive of our divine reality.
Really beautiful, really wonderful. Thank you. And the key is we need to ask. Yes, we have to ask. That's
Yeah,
the requirement, the only requirement.
that's the only requirement. It's like they've not talked about this a whole lot, but they have talked about it in sort of the ET Masters, where it's like, when we ask the question, we're opening the door that signifies the openness to receive. And so that asking is a very important part of that.
Great. Okay. That's wonderful to feel that support. And so we're going to enjoy a meditation here, but I wanted to ask one last question. I can hear this from our audience. When you reference the ET Ascended Masters, I can sense a question. Are angels ETs? How do you distinguish? Is it one and the same, or are they slightly different?
Wow, that's a good question. And from my perspective, it's different. I mean, I'm sure that there are angels for ETs, and I know that the ET Ascension Masters have said that they experienced angels just like we do here. But it's just like we tend to envision angels with humanoid form. Uh, they tended to visualize angels or perceive them the way they looked, which might have been a little different. But the energy is there, but angels really are, to me, a distinct class of being, separate from the ET Ascended Masters. Very loving, but different.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. And speaking of clarifying, we're going to bring in the Clarion, the Angel Collective, and receive this message on manifesting an authentic reality. Thank you for this meditation and the channeling. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Jaraan Onai, channel for the ET Ascended Masters and Angels. Before incarnating, our souls went to great effort to engineer lifetimes that provide ample support for our evolution. This is why experiencing the love and wisdom of the ET Ascended Masters and Angels is so important. Just like in trauma or addictions recovery, those with lived experience and higher perspectives are an invaluable resource for spiritual awakening. Applying their wisdom drastically flattens the curve while offering unparalleled support for continued progress. While it's true that we are each responsible for our own evolution, that absolutely does not mean we're supposed to go it alone. In fact, the very idea is the exact opposite of oneness consciousness and a major factor prolonging struggles. Learning from those who have walked the path before us provides quite an edge. It spares us much uncertainty, frustration, and disappointment. Learning through trial and error has its place, but it's just a stage on the journey, not the journey itself. Learning what works best from those who have already reached that level we aspire to is far more valuable and rewarding, both for ourselves and those we may serve. So we can still learn, just from trial and success. Today I have the delight and privilege of channeling Clarion, the Angel Collective, with a personal message and meditation for you. These angels radiate such love, compassion, and lighthearted encouragement. I welcome you to open your heart, first to your soul, and then to Clarion's uplifting support, so that you can further advance your own evolution and achieve your joyously fulfilling purpose for this life and beyond. May this serve you well.
Well, greetings, beloved being. We are Clarion. We are many. We are one. And welcome to this sacred circle. We have this beautiful opportunity to share with you this day and encourage you in your awakening. We have this beautiful opportunity to acknowledge the power of the divine presence within you. We have this beautiful opportunity to both encourage your awakening and to inspire you to embrace that which is most beautiful, most precious, most authentic about who you are. You're a beautiful, radiant soul, endeavoring to become the full expression of that radiance in this world, in this life. You not only have the opportunity, but you have the power and ability to do this. It is both your birthright and your purpose. And we are delighted to share with you in this journey. Today we want to walk you through a brief guided meditation that will allow you to touch more clearly, more consciously, more fully that divine presence within you, to allow you to embrace that beautiful soul that you are, that beautiful loving presence that you are, that delightfully composed, confident, aware, and free presence that is your authentic divine self. You can do this. More accurately, you can allow this. And that's really the key, is learning to allow that precious divine essence that you are to express itself more fully and more freely in your life, in every waking moment, and even as you sleep. So if you're willing to go on this journey with us to that glorious and golden place within you, I would welcome you to bring your attention to your heart chakra. Close your eyes, settle into your physical space, whether you're sitting, lying down, and just invite your body to relax as you breathe. Envision within your heart chakra radiant golden light, sparkling, vibrant, warm, and pleasant. This beautiful light not only represents who you are, it is who you are. And as you breathe and relax, invite this radiant presence to expand. Invite your awareness of it to expand. See this glistening golden radiance expanding with every inhale to completely fill and surround your body. Allow yourself to feel this warm, tingling, effervescent presence as you relax with every breath, just a little more fully. Breathe and relax. Slow, deep breath. Both inhale and exhale. Slow, deep breath. As you continue to breathe and relax, notice that warmth, that tingling radiance flowing throughout your body, from your heart chakra radiating outward throughout your entire torso, side to side, front and back. As you continue to breathe and relax even more fully, notice that warm, tingling radiance flowing throughout your arms, down into your hands, and out your fingertips. Notice that warm, tingling radiance flowing down your legs, through your feet, and out your toes. You are becoming a beacon of this radiant, loving presence. And as you radiate this loving presence, you draw to you the beauty, the harmony, the peace, and upliftment that corresponds. Light does indeed attract light. And in this world, the more real you are with yourself, the more real your world becomes. Real isn't just about tangible things. Real is also about that which corresponds most accurately to your divine ideal, your divine presence, the love of Source within you. The more you attune to this presence within, the more you manifest like unto it without, surrounding yourself in the beauty of your divine reality. Just allow yourself to breathe and relax more and more fully into your own radiant divine presence. Just breathe slowly and deeply as you relax. As you continue to breathe and relax, recognize that becoming your authentic self more and more fully is also about releasing that which no longer corresponds, that which no longer serves you, that which no longer leads you to divine realization, greater insight, even epiphanies. Those things are merely distractions now, whether they are beliefs, limiting beliefs, or various negative emotions. There's nothing wrong with these negative emotions. However, they do not serve your awakening any longer. You can allow many such emotions to simply dissolve into the radiance of who you are, to be transformed, their energy recycled, and sent higher and higher into your consciousness. There is nothing for you to do but simply allow this process to occur, allowing yourself to trust the divine wisdom within you to guide you in this process, to orchestrate as needed to release anything that no longer serves your awakening. This is especially true of judgments. Judgments of self, judgments of others, judgments of circumstance. All serves a purpose in the divine scheme of things, but not all are necessary for your continued evolution. These circumstances, these perspectives can be released. And as you continue to breathe and relax into the radiance of your own divine presence, you can trust and allow that which no longer serves your divine ideal to simply melt away. You need not be concerned for who you will become when you release these things, because it will be the experience of more of who you really are, more of the love, more of the peace, more of the power, more of the confidence, more of the serenity, more of the bliss, the joy. That is who you really are. And these radiant essences can manifest in a multitude of ways, each and every moment of your life. You don't have to control them. You don't have to plan them. You merely have to relax and allow them. This you can do. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply and relax, relaxing more and more fully into the radiance of who you truly are. Breathe, relax. Feel that radiance becoming ever more tangible in your torso, side to side, front to back, flowing down your arms, into your hands, and out your fingers, flowing down your legs, into your feet, and out your toes, and flowing upward in this beautiful swirling spiral of golden radiance up your neck, into your head, and spiraling right out the top of your crown chakra. Release and relax. Release and relax as you breathe deeply and slowly. Inhale and exhale. As you continue to breathe and relax in this radiant golden presence of your divine essence, recognize that a part of your authenticity is also to embrace that which most represents who you are in this life. Some of these things may already be known to you. Certainly things like joy and peace. We would ask for you to relax just a moment, relaxing your heart, relaxing your mind, and allow the divine within you to reveal the forms your authentic essence can take in this world and in this life. What circumstances best correspond to your divine reality? What kinds of people best correspond to your divine reality? What kinds of things, any material things, correspond best to your divine reality? Whatever those are, they are just as surely a part of you as this body you wear, as the air you breathe, as the heartbeat within your breast. So allow yourself to become aware of these wonderful, beautiful, delightful manifestations of your divine ideal. Just relax your heart, relax your mind, and be open to have these things revealed, and be open to receive these things into your experience as you relax and breathe, breathing deeply in the radiance of your divine presence. After all, it knows you best, and it is delighted to serve you well as you receive its gifts and blessings. Just relax and breathe. Be open, ever more open, to receive the manifestations of divine love into your life. Into your circumstances and into your body. Like ideal health, clear mind, a radiant, expressive, and open heart. These are manifestations of divine love. Just breathe and relax. And welcome yourself to receive all that corresponds with your divine, authentic self, with the real love, the real joy, the real peace that is forever innately yours. And as you continue to breathe and relax, final moments of this exercise, feel your gratitude for this opportunity to be guided, to open yourself, to receive, to embody, to express your authentic divine nature more fully and freely. Feel this gratitude as best you can. Don't worry if you feel like it's not enough. Just keep practicing, keep opening. Practice gratitude, for gratitude is a practice. Breathe and relax, beloved, and welcome to a higher level of your own authentic being. It is so. Thank you, beloved, for taking this opportunity to attune more fully to your authentic self. Know that you are not alone in this adventure. You are absolutely 100% supported by your guides and your angels. It is our delight not only to encourage you, but to guide you, to direct you, to offer hints and realizations. And we are delighted when you practice your openness, because when you are openness to the real that is within you, you are open to the real that is all of us, those in the higher dimensions that wish to support and serve you. You are never, ever truly alone, even though we know that sometimes it feels that way. The more you attune to your authentic presence, the more aware you become of just how grand and populated your divine reality really is. And that, beloved, is a gift beyond measure. We are always with you, lovingly supporting you every step of your journey. Thank you, and have a glorious rest of your day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a beautiful meditation, and what a powerful time to receive this as we move into a new year, an 8-year, an infinity year, let's call it. And we're really feeling the crispness of the newness of this year and the empowerment from this message today. How do you feel about that meditation, Jaraan?
For me, it's so powerful because we all are aspiring to tap into our authenticity and to be our true selves, and not just with respect to our experience of ourselves, but to our experience of life. And one of the things that I love about this meditation is how it's about not only claiming who we really are, but claiming our divine reality as a part of our life experience. And not only that, releasing those things and making it easier to release those things that really don't correspond with who we really are. And, meditation like this is something you can do once, or you can do it 100 times or 1,000 times, and it just keeps helping more and more and more for you to achieve greater authenticity. And and living your life, manifesting, really, I think of it as really manifesting that 5D reality, that heaven on earth reality. That's, what it's ultimately all about.
Yes, thank you. And what a supportive tool that meditation was for living that 5D reality. We've heard recently that the Earth and all of us have moved into 5D sooner than it was expected. So now it's just attuning to that frequency and maintaining that frequency all along. And so, what a beautiful meditation from Clarion today. We want to thank you and thank Clarion as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're very welcome.
And one of the gifts that we have for those watching and listening at this special time of the year is a special offer. We're going to talk briefly about that because these are wonderful items for people to use as tools in their toolbox to continue to advance and accelerate their journey on this ascension path. So there's some beautiful items. Again, this is in partnership with Somra and Rika, who is an ascended ET walk-in as well. And so share with us what is included in this special offer.
Okay, thank you, Lorraine. Yeah, we have the Unlocking Your Soul Treasures package, and there's a lot of really cool stuff. It covers a lot of different bases, including an ebook, which is called Unlock Your Soul's Transcendent Treasures. And, it touches on a lot of different things that can really help us to, gain insight and awaken, and especially to awaken more easily. And it includes audio, Determining Your Destiny, which is by Aja Kai, one of the ET Ascended Masters that I channel. And she is a very high, very loving, very wise being. And just her way of sharing is enough to help you get insights, but then what she shares can take you further and faster. And it also includes an audio called Activate Your Creatorship, which is one of Sumra's channel sound activation meditations with the Trigalian Sound Masters. And that's a powerful thing. If you just want to just kick back, relax, and let the energy work for you, it will absolutely do that. And I love that we have this material available for people because it covers a lot of bases from a lot of different directions, and it's something for everybody.
Beautiful. All right, so we invite our viewers and listeners to scroll down on this webpage. That special offer is right there. You can read all about it. If it resonates in the slightest, in the least amount, or at all, if it tickles your heart, sign up for it and work with it. The beautiful beings, ET Ascended Masters. And again, I want to direct everyone to acoustichealth.com for the archives with Jaraan and Somra. Beautiful conversations that we've had that explain their journey with the channeled messages from really some wonderful, high-powered, high-frequency ET Ascended Masters. They've been very helpful in my life, and I know they're going to be supportive and helpful in your life. Seeing a perspective. That's what I love. The perspective, Jaraan, is always from a higher place. That's a powerful way to be. Again, especially as we move into this new year and the seemingly chaos outside. We've heard from some that if it does get a little sticky or hectic, perspectives like this are really important to maintain, because we will be the calm in the storm and will be the center of our essence, and we will not get knocked off kilter. Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the key. It's like the more we understand the 5D perspective of things, the more easily, harmoniously, peacefully we can navigate whatever happens to be going on in this world. And, it's invaluable, absolutely invaluable.
Wonderful. Again, thank you for that. And thank you for this beautiful space today. Again, we hope all of you watching and listening have enjoyed this and can feel a shift in your light, allowing your soul light to shine. Jaraan, any final thoughts as we close our beautiful conversation?
Well, I think the year ahead is something really to be excited about. I can feel the energy kicking up, and I know that there's an awful lot of support for us in our awakening. And it's so important to embrace that support and flow with it to the best we can. And Lorraine, I just want to thank you for giving all of us this opportunity and providing such an amazing forum for people to wake up and to have a more profound journey in this world. You know, you can't, there's no words to describe how valuable and powerful that is. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And Clarion, the Angel Collective. Namaste.